Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Happy Tuesday. Hop in, say hello, and let's talk. Yes, I'm kind of in the dark today. My light broke on me, and so I don't have my little clip-on light. Why didn't I have a backup? I don't know. I preach to y'all all the time about having a backup plan, like with a job as far as earning. Have a backup plan with your light also, because again, learn from me, guys. Learn from my mistakes. So I came outside because I thought it would be better light out here, but it's not. It's actually overcast and looks like it's going to start raining again. So not only are you're going to have quite the show today, guys. You're going to get to watch my hair frizz. You're going to get to see me in the dark and learn how you can earn from home, because you know what? Light, no light, rain, no rain, inside, outside, it doesn't matter. You can still earn an income from home. You can still actually learn how to create more from home in less time than the job. Okay, so that's what we're talking about today. Hop on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, because I always want to know where you guys are from. I'm in Southeast Texas, and yes, it's still bug season. It's still bug season around here, y'all. We are still hot. There's no cold weather here probably until February maybe, and we might get a week of it. So that's just how it is here. What's it like where you are? What are you up to on this Tuesday? What is going on in your life? Let me know, because y'all, ever since I left my job last year, y'all are it. Y'all are my people. Y'all are the ones that I get to have the interactions with. So come on, let me know what you're up to today. Are you at home? Are you just scrolling on social media, seeing what everyone's up to? Are you on your lunch break because you're at work right now? Like, what are you up to? Let me know. Where are you? Where are you watching from? Can you see me? Is it too dark for you? Again, I lost my light yesterday, my little clip-on light that I love. I've had it from the beginning, and I use it constantly, and yesterday it just decided to stop working. And have a backup. Again, learn from me. Have a backup light, have a backup tripod, have a backup job, have a backup whatever you need. Hair straightener, because y'all, in about 5 minutes it's gonna be ugly. So anyway, thanks for hopping in, thanks for being here. We're gonna be talking about ways that you can earn, because there's a lot of different ways you can earn from home, guys. It's not just one or two ways. In fact, Thursday, I'm really excited because my friend Megan and I are actually going to do a live together on Thursday, where we are going to share our TikTok shop affiliate experiences. We're going to kind of share our strategies. We're going to share our stories, things that we've learned. So come back on Thursday, and we're going to be talking about that at that time. Same time, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'm super excited about that. She's a friend of mine I've known for a while, but I've never actually met her, right? Because usually I'm either commenting on her videos, or she's commenting on mine, or in her lives, or she's on mine, but not together. So I'm super excited about that. That's going to be on Thursday. And we are going to talk about TikTok Shop today too, y'all. That's why I haven't really been going as live so much frequently. I got to change that though. I'm just trying to get organized, because it's a lot. Like, don't think, if you want to be a TikTok Shop affiliate, don't think that it's just putting a few videos out there and then not a big deal. And if you're somebody, thank you, Summer. Thank you. I don't know where I got these. I don't know where they came from, but thank you. I appreciate you. So I thought one of the misconceptions that I'll share with you, again, learn from me. So one of the things that I thought is, because I was already here on the platform and I was already creating videos, that TikTok Shop affiliate wouldn't be difficult. Like, I'm already doing videos. All I got to do is a few different kinds of videos. No big deal. It is a big deal. It's very different. It's not about you, because when you're on the platform and you are your brand, which is me, I am my brand, and I'm still my brand even as an affiliate, and I take that serious, because I'm not going to represent a brand that I don't that doesn't align with me, right? So I still am my brand, but it becomes about that product. It's not about me. It's about the product and how to sell it, how to put it out there to where people are going to be interested, where people are going to stop the scroll, and where they're going to want to buy it. So it's very different. I love it. I'm absolutely loving it, but it's different. And then also it's things like for my business, for my programs that I promote, like if I'm running an errand, I just pop my camera up and I create a video right there in my car, right? You can't really do that when you're an affiliate for something. You can't just pop out your phone and create a video. You got to have the product, and sometimes that product is not something that is easy to get to. So for instance, this afternoon, after I'm done with my lives, I have a lot of Christmas decorations that I'm going to be videoing for shoppable for shoppable content, and I don't want to leave it out. I don't want to just leave Christmas decorations out, right? Because it's not Halloween yet. So I'm going to have to get it all out, and I've already done a couple, but I've got to get it all out, set it all up, do the videos, put it all back together, put it all back up, and of course it's so pretty. It's all beautiful stuff. But you know how it is taking Christmas decorations down, right? You get all that stuff everywhere and you got to vacuum. So it becomes cleaning. So it's not just popping up a video. It's about, what exactly are you promoting and how easy is it to get to? How easy is it to actually make and create a video? And the editing is a whole lot different than editing when it's just my program's editing, right? It's very different. So I'm loving it, but just know, guys, that it's work. It is work. It is not easy. It's absolutely doable, and I am making money. I'm not making a ton of money yet. Believe me, I'm going to be sharing all the gory details with y'all. But in the defense of TikTok Shop, I have not been super consistent with my shoppable videos either. I have not been putting out shoppable videos every single day. My grandson was here, which is part of the reason that I wasn't live a couple of weeks ago, because my grandson was here, the oldest one. So out and about, TikTok USA ends January 19th. Okay, thanks for the information. Y'all, it's like really windy out here too. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, we're just going to bear with it, okay? So my whole TikTok Shop experience has been really interesting, and I'm enjoying it. But I also was expecting it to be kind of difficult because it's called nature. Thank you. So it's called wind. Yeah. So anyway, I knew that it was going to be kind of frustrating just because, again, I did purchase a course. I do get trainings about TikTok Shop. You don't have to have it. And actually they offer it for free. So if you guys have been following Randy Hedge or Brandon Larson, you already know. You're already seeing him every morning. He goes live. He shares all of this with you, right? You don't have to pay for any of it. You just got to get on there and listen. What I do is I take my notebooks. I always have my notebooks. Well, if I'm driving, obviously I don't. But in the mornings, I try to have my notebooks and take notes. And then that way I can refer to it later. But you don't have to purchase anything. Just go follow Randy Hedge. He's Randy Hedge, HEDGE, Wealth Mindset. He's here on TikTok. And then Brandon, and he's like my age, cowboy, just kind of speaks how he talk. He's like me. He just talks whatever comes out is what he says. Very country, but he's making a lot of money on TikTok Shop, y'all. And his point is, if he can do it, anybody can do it. Now, he is not wealthy from TikTok Shop. He's already like multimillionaire. He's got his money. This he does for why? Does anybody know why people like Randy, people like doctors, chiropractors, attorneys. Why are people like that getting involved in TikTok Shop? Does anybody know? Does anybody have any ideas why? What's such a big deal about TikTok Shop? Because it's passive income, y'all. It's no different from if you have a program. If you're like me and you promote a program and you put those videos out there, that is your digital real estate, right? It's out there working for you 24/7. So like if I put a video out today that's promoting my programs, there's people who are going to see it today, but there's also people that are going to be seeing it 6 months from now and can comment and still be interested in my program. That's digital real estate. That's TikTok Shop. It's the same thing. These people, they realize that once they retire, if you're a doctor, I mean, it's no different from anybody else. If you have a job and you leave your job and you decide you want to retire and you don't have some kind of income coming in, you're going to be living on a fixed income. They understand that. They understand when they leave medicine, when they leave law, when they leave, whatever it is that they're involved in being successful, they're not going to have income coming in anymore once they leave. If you're, like, that was one thing with my job. I was in dentistry for 35 years, and my boss, he got that. He understood, like, I cannot be practicing dentistry for the rest of my life. It's just physically, you can't, right? And I mean, if you're blessed enough to be able to actually work on someone when you're 70 years old, you're lucky, because most people start getting shaky. Most people just physically, they can't lean over. Same with doctors. Like, they just physically can't do it anymore. They can't see. Doctors are seeing like 50 and 60 patients a day because of insurance nowadays, right? So they can't physically do that. So they understand once they leave and once they quit practicing medicine or once they quit their job, if they don't have income coming in, then they're stuck. And so they understand TikTok Shop is the next thing. And, y'all can listen and understand what I'm saying, or you could just be like, oh, poo-poo Norma, she doesn't know what she's talking about. That's fine. Just watch. That's all I'm going to say about that. People probably said that about Amazon, right? I'm telling you, TikTok Shop is going to be the next Amazon. People are already using it to buy everything. People are not just purchasing shirts and earrings and crock pots and stuff like that. They're actually purchasing things like their nutrition, their power bars. They're purchasing things like toilet paper and paper towels and soap. All of their stuff they're getting from TikTok Shop. And the reason is because a lot of times they can get it cheaper. They can. They get those flash sales and they can use their coupons and start, piling that up on each other, right? And it saves them money. So TikTok Shop is the next thing. And that's why there's so many people who are wanting to get involved in TikTok Shop, not just regular people that are looking because they're scared they're going to be out on the streets. It's not that, y'all. These are people who are already very successful. They're looking for the passive income. And that's what I talk about here every day. Passive income. Ways that you can earn with very little to no effort. Because that's what it's going to be about once we get to that certain age where we don't want to go into a job every day. We don't want to be stuck to our phones. We don't want to be stuck to our computer having to email people. We don't want to lose time with our family, right? We want to be able to get that set up now and get it going for us. And that's why I say every day I come on here and I'm talking about it with you guys, like, you got to get started. If you haven't already started actively putting in place some type of residual income, some kind of action steps there to get you there, to get started, you got to get started, because it's not something that's going to happen overnight. Any of y'all that are in here that are promoting a program, you know what I'm talking about. There are people out there that are making money quickly with promoting programs, and they are. But there's so many people now. It's not that the market is saturated, because there's plenty of people. There's 5.2 billion people with a social media account. Oops. with a social media account. So there's plenty of people to market to out there. It's just that there's so many when people are scrolling that it's hard to stop the scroll. It's like you almost have to be totally different. You have to really grab attention. And that's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's very doable, but it's hard. And when I say hard, it's not difficult. It's just, or I should say it's simple, but it's hard. Does that make sense? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like the steps to do it are simple, but you just have to be persistent. You know, you can't let it get in your head like, oh my gosh, I put out, it's been 3 months and I haven't had anything. It's been 3 months. It's been 3 months. You have to stand out. You have to get out there and find what's best for you. Because I'm just going to hold on to my camera here. Losing my light is one thing. Losing my phone is another thing. So I don't know where this wind came from. But anyway, so I forgot what I was saying. But my whole point to it is that, I know what I was going to say. Maybe okay, so for me, hang on, I got to get my pen. Okay, so for instance, the programs. For me, I started with the programs because I saw the opportunities that I had. I knew when I saw what our mentor was saying, I saw immediately passive income. And I didn't know exactly what passive income meant, but I saw the potential of it. And I saw the potential of how I could grow. And I could grow in different directions. And I could take it and do it with it what I wanted. I'm not a salesperson. It's just not a strength I have. Some people are super good at that. Some people are really good at sales. I mean, they have it. They just know what to say. They just know how to say it. They know how to hook people. It's just not me. It's just not me. Our mentor, she's that way. She knows exactly what she's talking about. She knows exactly how she does it. Like I was watching one of the videos the other morning and it was the webinar. It was the webinar. And she was like, you're going to want to hear this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's she going to say? It was the same thing she always says. It's just that she did it in a different way, right? She does it to hook you and reel you in. She's really good at that. Not everybody's got that strength. And to me, yes, you can learn it. You absolutely can. But you have to want to learn it. You have to want it. You have to be willing to have that become you. For me, I've always known my purpose is to help people. My purpose, I didn't know exactly what that meant. I just knew, I've always known I was meant to help people. So what I started learning when I got involved with this program and I started the trainings and I started getting into the little breakout rooms for the Legacy Builder programs, how they break you out into the little breakout rooms with other people. What I started realizing is how this is going to take me to where I really want to be, which is helping people. And it's kind of funny, y'all, because you hear, and I listen to Laura St. John, maybe not every day. I used to listen to her every single day, and I don't listen to her every day anymore just because I have other people that I listen to also. But I was listening to her this morning again. And you know how she says, like, whatever it is that you are looking for, it's looking for you back. And I love how she said that because it really resonated with me. Like I got that. Like she said, whatever it is that you want, it wants you back. You just have to put it out there. And so many times we have these blocks that block it. It's like it blocks it from getting fully out there because we have doubt, or we don't know exactly how it's going to happen, or we don't see it, or it happens for other people and it doesn't happen for us, and so it may kind of go out, but it doesn't go out into the universe. But I'm telling you guys, for me, it's happening. Like it's happening because I'm saying it, I'm preaching it, I'm talking about it, I'm feeling it. Even at home, with my husband, he'll say things and I'm like, it's okay. It's going to happen. It's all going to happen. I know it's going to be out there. And now he's even saying things like, hey, Norma, I'm ready for that to start really kicking in and working because I need to do this over here, that kind of thing. But I'm telling you guys, like for me with TikTok Shop, I got into TikTok Shop in under 3 weeks. It didn't even take me 3 weeks to get accepted. And I had a little over 2,000 followers. So it's not about a following. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with engagement. Engage, engage, engage. Engage in everything. Engage in lives. Engage in content. Engage with your private messages. Even if it's people that are just, they're not your perfect customers. They're not. Engage until you don't engage anymore. Okay. Now, if they're ugly, inappropriate or whatever, block that right away. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones who send you a message like, oh, I'm so happy to have run across you on social media. I see that you are, you have a program also. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Just engage in it until you're just not going to engage in it anymore. Hey, Zen, is TikTok Shop the same as affiliate? So, so there's two different kinds. There's the TikTok Shop affiliate, which is where you promote other people's products, and you create videos that are promoting their products, or you do a live that's promoting their products. And then there's the TikTok Shop for sellers. And those are people who actually have a product already that they've invented. And then they're trying to sell it on TikTok Shop. So there's two different kinds. If you're looking at TikTok Shop, just make sure you're looking at the affiliate program. It's called TikTok Shop for Creator. I think it's called For Creator. And then there's like a creator fund or something like that it's basically like people who are creators and they do certain things like in order to get, I don't know, like little bonuses or something like that. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I like to do the videos. I haven't done a live yet, a shoppable live yet. Just because I haven't had time. I just haven't had time. And that's what I'm going to say, guys. Like, it's not easy. It's simple. What you do is very simple. I mean, my gosh, this is anything that I now do on my daily basis is so easy compared to my job. It's like, I don't even complain about it. My husband comes home from work and I'm like, my day has been busy. But it's not bad. It's just busy. It's busy. It's not crazy. Oh, thank you, Zen. Thank you. No, Brad. Sorry, I'm not claiming any more kids. Y'all have been enough trouble for me. But thank you, Zen. So, but I'm just saying that for me, I think TikTok Shop is amazing. Like if you can get in as an affiliate and do it, whether you have, you're promoting your programs or not. I love it, but yes, it takes time. But the thing is once, it's just like anything else. Once you start doing it, you get better at it. It gets easier. And, so far that's kind of how it's been for my videos. Now, again, this afternoon, I'm going to be doing the Christmas videos. That's going to be a little different because I don't want to leave Christmas decorations up. So I think I may have to just, in my office area, I think I may just set it up in my office area and just leave it because it's going to be hard to take Christmas decorations up and down constantly, right? Or you have a product. I'm not sure, Zen. I don't know. Do you remember what it said? If it said, was it like for the affiliate program? Because I know there's one that they ask you to like upload your driver's license or your passport or like something like that. And I think that one is for the sellers, because they need all your personal information if you're going to, and even when you're an affiliate, you still have to like prove you are who you are kind of thing. But it may be that one was for, because especially if they're saying selling, if they say selling, like if you're ready to sell, then that's for the sellers. But make sure that you go to apply every day. I would go, I'm trying to think what it was called. It was called, I want to say it was the Creator Fund, and you would go and tap on it. I remember it would slide across the top. There's like a little banner across the top where you kind of slide it to where it would be like for monetization, and you tap that, and it would take you to check to see, and it would say apply, and then you tap. I sure will. You know what? I'll screenshot it and then I'll send it to you. And then that way you can see what I'm talking about. Because what I would do is like every day, because TikTok knows, they know what you're doing, right? They must have sprayed for mosquitoes or something. Why are they spraying in October? Anyway. Ugh. It's got that chemical smell. But yes, I'll send that to you, Zen. Sorry, that stuff's like bad. I don't like that stuff. But yes, I remember I would go back and check like every day, because TikTok knows what you're doing. And if you're constantly checking to see if you were approved, they know that, right? They know. And just make sure that you're, going in and engaging with everybody. So that makes I know that's what did it for me. Because I got in super quick once I started engaging, and I would go into other people who are content creators that were already marketing for other brands, and I would comment on their videos, and I would save them, and I would I'd repost them and do all that. And once I started engaging that way, I got in really quick. So I was surprised. I woke up one morning and was in. So it was like, and it's probably been about a month now. Hi, Mavis. Welcome. How are you doing today? Thanks, guys. Thank you, Zen. Thank you for all the love. Thank you. So, but again, guys, you don't have to do TikTok Shop. Like, there's so many different things that you can do. If for me, the programs that I promote, these are the best. It's the best beginner-friendly program. Now, if you're someone and you already have been in, then maybe it's not for you. Maybe if you've purchased another program and you already kind of have your feeling, your way around the online space, how to create good content. Maybe it's not great content, because I feel like all of us can get great. Like I know I can get better. Like I feel like you can always get better and improve with your content. But maybe you just already know how to do it, and you already are, making pretty good content and getting some pretty good engagement with your content. And so you're not really needing another course. Then maybe TikTok Shop's for you, right? But maybe you're someone that's like, I don't want to show my face. You don't have to. With TikTok Shop, you don't have to. You can be faceless. There are people out there who actually do this program and promote the programs faceless, or they go and do TikTok Shop faceless. The lives, they really, unless you are promoting clothing, right? You really don't need to show your face. Or if it's some kind of like skincare or something, obviously you got to show your face. But that's the beauty of TikTok Shop, is you pick what you want to promote. You don't have to promote everything. You don't have to promote, just whatever they offer you. I know I've had people approach me with things that I'm like, why in the world would I want to promote that? That's just not even, it's just not me at all. And that's what I love about it, because like I am still going to be true to my brand, right? I'm still going to be true to me. I'm not going to promote a product just to get a commission. It's going to be things that I actually like, that I actually use, and that I enjoy. Now, if it's something I think I'm going to like and then it turns out to not be great, well, they're going to hear about that too. I mean, because that's the whole point of the videos, is you're actually giving an honest review of the product. You don't have to say it's great if it's not great. You don't have to say that, that sweatshirt that you got was the best thing ever if you didn't like it, if it fit too small or too big or it was scratchy or whatever. You just say, you give a review. That's all you're agreeing to. You're not agreeing to love it. You're just agreeing to actually give a great, give your honest review. So that's what I love about it, because, if it's something that it's just not my thing. I see, because the one thing that I see people promote all the time, and I keep almost getting sucked into doing it, are the little air fresheners. Have y'all seen those? The little air fresheners that hang from your rear view mirror in your car. And they're real cute. They're cute little air fresheners, and they only sell for like $5 or whatever, and you get like, I don't know, $1 commission or whatever. But they sell like crazy. And every time I see that, I'm like, I could do that. I could sell those, but I don't use them. Like I'm not an air freshener person. Like I don't want to get in my car and smell, whatever it is. It's just not me, right? I think they're cute, but it's just not my thing. I don't use them. I don't use the little Christmas tree things that hang. I don't do them. So, every time I see them, I'm like, those are selling like hotcakes. I need to get into that, but it's not me, So I feel like you got to be true to yourself, Be true to yourself, and just promote products that fit you, that fit your brand, and that you believe in, and that you would recommend to your family or your friends. So, but yeah, there's TikTok Shop. And again, y'all know my patches. I've shared that with y'all, the LifeWave. These are wearable light technology. And actually, well, I have one on here. I actually have one on so y'all could see. I've been kind of wearing them here lately just because I forget to put them on. It needs to go on my lower back because that's why I wear them, because my lower back kills me. But they look like almost like little Band-Aids, y'all. And they're clear. And then the little white part here, that's where the little crystallized, it's like a mesh, right? It's a crystallized mesh that kind of fits together like this. And it goes right in the middle, right where that white part is. And you haven't gotten yours yet, Zen? I would have thought they'd been there by now. But that was just over the weekend, right? Today's just Tuesday. So I guess that makes sense. So these are, basically they act as reflectors. And because we are human, right? We are warm-bodied. We're giving off heat at all times. We give off light at all times. Just like whenever you have a game camera, and when you're looking at your game camera and you're looking at that, I don't know, bobcat or that deer, whatever it may be that you're looking at, and you can see it's glowing, it's like glowing red or green, whatever color, that's because it's picking up their light, right? That camera is picking up their light and picking up their heat. So that's what these reflectors do. It actually acts, or that's what these little patches do, is they act as a reflector, and it takes your light, your wavelengths of light, and reflects it back into your body, and then changes the wavelength. And it changes the wavelength in order to activate the copper peptide. And y'all know copper peptide. I had to look it up because I didn't really know. I'd heard of it before. I didn't really know what it was. But copper peptide, over time, we kind of lose it. And once it's regenerated again, it will actually target certain cells. It'll target master cells. And these master cells, which are... So y'all, I'm not a very good rule follower, right? I'm just not. Currently, we are regulated, right? We're regulated by our government agency, the Food and Drug Administration, and they don't like us to use certain terms, certain things. I'm going to say that, right? I'm just going to lead off with that, because they don't want companies to, kind of like TikTok. TikTok doesn't like us to use certain words because they don't want us claiming like certain income claims or things like that. Well, the FDA is the same way with certain people. Now, they allow companies to put crap in our food and inject it and all kinds of stuff, right? And they're actually creating, fake chickens in labs places and calling it chicken when it's not. They allow that, okay? But we can't use the terms, and it aggravates the hell out of me that we can't say it. But coming soon, apparently, we are going to be able to use these terms. So I'm saying it this way because I want y'all to understand. Master cells are not master cells. That is like the code word for it, right? Now, other countries, if you're in other countries, you can use these terms, but not here in the U.S. So the master cells, if you look up what the original cell in the body was, that's what this copper peptide will generate, and it will actually help to generate more of these master cells. And these cells can actually turn into whatever type of cell our body's needing. So maybe it's a heart cell that needs to help because we're having a heart issue. Maybe it's to control sugar levels if you're having trouble with your sugars. Maybe it's because you're having trouble sleeping. Maybe it's because you have pain in your back, which is what I'm wearing them for. Maybe it's because you are just feeling low energy, So that's what these do. They actually reflect your own body wavelength back into you in order to generate this copper peptide to create more of these master cells. And the master cells is what targets whatever is going on in our bodies. Now, sometimes you think it's your back that's the problem, and you start wearing your patch because you want that back to get better. When in reality, maybe it's another part of your body that's actually the problem. So that's what happens with these patches, is that the cells actually start targeting what the actual problem is, which may be your back, but it could be something else that's kind of underlying. So it'll target that first. These patches are revolutionizing the way we live because we're already living longer, right? We're already living much longer than our grandparents, even our parents. We're living longer, but definitely longer than our grandparents, our great grandparents. Think about it. How many things are out there now that didn't used to be around? Like, I'll use my mom as an example. My mom is 86, and up until recently, she's been very healthy. And now she has like inflammation in her legs and just one of her legs. She eats crap. When she could get up and get around, she didn't get up and get around. And now she's in a situation where she can't really get up and get around because of the inflammation in her leg. And she's that generation of, I want a magic pill. I just want to take a magic pill and be done with it. Well, y'all know there is no magic pill, right? It doesn't exist. We have to take care of ourselves now so that when we do get to be older, then we're going to be able to get around and be more viable and be, just more energetic and be healthier. Because who wants to live to be 90 or older when you're not healthy, right? It's like we don't want that. So with these patches, they're actually going to, and y'all, you need to understand, there's nothing being released. There's no chemicals. There's no stimulants. There's no caffeine. Nothing like that is being released into your body. They are strictly acting as a reflector to your own wavelengths in your own body in order to activate these master cells to reproduce. Okay? So it's not putting anything into your bodies. Now, I'm sharing this with you because, number one, it's a technology company. We all know technology is not going away. Technology is it's just getting started, right? We see AI out there every day in this digital world, right? Imagine what it's going to be doing everywhere else, in like medicine and stuff like that. So the man who is the inventor of this technology, his name is David Schmidt, and the company is called LifeWave, and he is an inventor. He's not a doctor. He's an inventor, and he's kind of like this nerd guy, right? He loves Star Trek because he is very futuristic thinking, and so was Star Trek. You know, they were way above their time for cinema, right, or whatever you call it, cinematography or whatever you call it. So he is a scientist. So my point to this is, it's technology, and there's more coming. They actually just launched, this company actually just, well, I shouldn't say they launched it. They actually announced it. It's not going to get launched until the spring. And it's another type, it's the same technology, but it's actually in a product, not just a patch, okay? This right now basically is a patch, right? It's how it started. And but now it's going into other products, and in order to, it's going to be amazing, y'all. It's all I can say. It's going to be amazing once it launches. But I'm not just sharing it with you because it's going to help you physically or your family physically. I'm sharing it with you because it is a business opportunity as well. Because again, it's on that cusp. It's on the cusp of being huge, which is the same thing as TikTok Shop. If you're going to get in on something, you want to get in at that beginning before it becomes big and huge, right? How many times have you said to yourself, I wish I had gotten into that at the time that I was approached, and I didn't? I know I've said it. My husband and I, several years ago, my brother-in-law had approached my husband. This was back when we were very young. We had just got married and we didn't have kids. We, at the time, thought we were like broke because we felt broke. But again, we had no kids and we really weren't broke. We didn't know what broke was until we had kids. But at the time, my brother-in-law approached my husband and said, hey, let's go in on this land together because it's, you know, it's fairly cheap, and it was in Texas, but it was like 6 or 8 hours away because it's a big state here, y'all. So it was not close by. It was really more money than we had at the time, and we said no. Well, y'all, I can't tell you how many times that I have wished that we had gone in on him with him on that land, because it is like 10 times the value of what he purchased it for back 30 years ago, right? 40 years ago? Gosh, it's been a long time. However long it's been a long time. But this is that same thing. Like, if you want in on something and you want in now when it's still not really all out there yet, this is the time. This is the time with LifeWave. This is the time with TikTok Shop. It's two totally different things, right? So it just depends what you want. And that's why I mention it. And I love that it's two different things. For me personally, I love it because it's, again, you know how I told y'all that I'm putting stuff out there in the universe and it's starting to like find me. It's starting to come back at me. So it hit me last week, okay? I purchased these patches. Here's why I purchased them, right? My friend Andy, she had come to me and she told me that she had this new business. Like, I knew Andy when she was involved with a different company. I didn't know she had changed to a different to a new company that she was working with. And I'm like, what are you doing now? And she told me it was about these patches. Thank you, Brands and Bands, for the follow. Thank you. But like, she told me about it and I thought it was interesting. I thought, wow, those patches sound kind of cool, you know? And I love that. That she sounds kind of cool, but I didn't think much of it. And she's like, hey, do you want me to send you like a free sample, a couple of patches as a sample? I'm like, sure, that sounds great. So she mails them to me and I get them. And I, had the envelope and I laid it on the counter right in my kitchen. So I laid it on the counter and it stayed there for a while. It's not that I wasn't interested. It was just that I didn't have time. I got my business started. I'm trying to get it up and going, blah, 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 right? And so my husband had been complaining about his knee. His knee was kind of bothering him. He's a sports guy back in the day. He's already had ACL replacements, meniscus repairs, and blah, blah, blah. Thanks, Harry, for the follow. Oh, you know what? I was just going to put up with you, but not anymore. Block keywords. So, anyway, but he had been complaining about his knee bothering him, and it had been a couple of days, and at the time he said it, like my knees kind of bothering me, I saw the envelope laying on the counter, and I was like, well, there's, one of these little patches. It looks like a Band-Aid, right? There's a patch here that these are supposed to help with pain. You want to try it? And I didn't think he'd actually do it. And he did. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. Because he was hurting that bad, y'all. So he took it and he put it on the back of his knee. And the next day I asked him, I said, well, so how does your knee feel? And he's like, well, it feels okay. It feels better. But then by the second day, he's like, Norma, the pain is gone. It's gone. And he had been complaining for weeks, y'all. My husband is not someone who, he's kind of a baby. He's kind of a baby. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if it was something that he was really still having pain, he'd be telling me it's not helping at all. But no, he was like, it's gone. So when he said that, I knew it worked. And so of course I let him use those two. I ordered some and then stuck them on my back, and my back is great. Now, I still need a massage because as I'm saying that, I know I'm past due for my massage. It's not going to replace everything, but it certainly helps, and it makes a huge difference, y'all. And it takes time. It takes time. It's just like anything else. It does take time. But I'm telling you, I had relief in my back right away. He had relief in his knee immediately within 2 days. And that's when I was like, yes. So once I purchased my patches and started talking to people, that's when I realized that I'm looking at videos, right? Just like what y'all do. Y'all are looking at trainings and stuff like that, or whatever you look at for your jobs. I'm looking at videos of it, and I come across a dentist. Y'all, I was in dentistry for 35 years. I was a dental hygienist for 33 years. And I came across a dentist, and she's talking about the patches and how they are showing, studies are showing that these patches are helping to slow periodontal disease because it's helping to regenerate bone. I know y'all aren't dental people. Maybe there's dental people on here. I don't know. But the idea of being able to regenerate bone, think about it, not just in your mouth, but in your body. What about osteoporosis and stuff like that, right? Thank you for the follow, Lucy. But for me, what I heard, because of 35 years in dentistry, I heard periodontal disease can actually be stopped, and not only stopped, but possibly in the future be reversed. That's what caught my attention. And so that's when I decided I'm going to take this and I'm going to go into the dental offices. So y'all, my world is it's like coming full circle almost, right? Because dentistry for 35 years, I left my job because he was cutting my pay. He was going to cut my pay after I worked for him for 22 years. And I was like, what the hell am I going to do? That's all I knew. I knew dentistry for 35 years. That's all I knew. Think about that. Suddenly, I'm gone, and I'm having to reinvent myself. And I don't know crap about the online space. I don't know anything about TikTok. I'd never done a video. I'd never gone live. I'd never done any of this, y'all. But I was determined. So that's when I purchased the program. That's when I got in there and I started learning about passive income. That's when I started learning how I could create these multiple streams of income, so when I retire, I can live my dream and not have to work at Walmart as a greeter or at a gas station or at J.C. Penney's to make extra cash so that I can raise my grandson. Because we have a 2-year-old we're raising, right? So now I get into my creating my videos, which is how my friend Andy saw me after all these years. She saw me with my videos and she hit me up like, hey, what are you doing now? What are you up to? And so that's when she contacts me and we start talking. She tells me about the patches. She tells me what she's doing, and then bam, then I get involved with the LifeWave and realize that I can take this into dental offices. Full circle, y'all, full circle. That's what I'm talking about. Put out there what it is you want. You may not even know what you want. You may not have a clue what it means, You may not have you may think that you're going to be selling a program to promote a program for the rest of your life. But I'm telling you, if you love that and that's what you want to do, then do it. Go do it. But if it's not, because in my heart, guys, I'm telling you, the program for me was a tool to get me to the next step. It was never going to be about how many of these programs can I sell? How many of them can I resell to people? It was never going to be that, because I'm not a salesperson. In my heart, I'm not a salesperson, and I'm still not a salesperson. I am someone that wants to educate people. I want to teach people, and that's what I'm here doing. And with the patches, the same thing I'm going to be doing. With TikTok Shop, same thing I'm going to be doing. If somebody wants to buy something from me, absolutely great. But the whole purpose of it is to show other people how they can have an income. It's called passive income. Don't just do lives on TikTok Shop, y'all. Don't, because you're trading time for dollars. It's no different than a job. If you go and do an 8-hour live and you make $1,200, that's amazing, right? But you just traded that $1,200 for 8 hours of your life. Do you want to do that every day? I don't. I don't want to do that every day. Create the videos. Create the shoppable videos. Create your videos for your programs so that other people, you can show them the same thing. That it's not just about having a program to resell a program, to resell a program, to resell a program. You're teaching them that you can create passive income. Whatever that means. I didn't know what it meant. And y'all, I don't even know. This may not even be it for me. All I know is that 100% I know that I was meant to promote these patches and go into dental offices to promote it so that so that dentists can use these patches pre-surgery, post-surgery, for people who are having issues with controlling their everything's related, right? I know y'all don't want the whole dental body relationship, but it's true. If you have diabetes and it's out of control, your mouth's a mess. I can already tell you that. I don't even have to see you. I know that. I know that if you get diagnosed with cancer and you don't have your inflammation down in your mouth, it's going to affect whatever they do to you, whether it's chemotherapy, radiation. You're going to have inflammation in your mouth. Do you want that? No, you don't. So get it under control before it happens. I can tell you that, I can tell you a lot of things about bacteria in your mouth, y'all. It doesn't stay in your mouth. What's real close to your mouth that bacteria can travel to really quickly? Your brain. Who wants to have issues with dementia? Because I can tell you that if you've got spirochetes in your mouth, you got spirochetes in your brain. And if you got spirochetes in your brain, then you got a problem, right? That's where the patches come in. That's where the patches come in. So I'm telling you, if you are out there and you're struggling with your program, if you're struggling, don't let it get you down, right? Don't let it get you down. Keep going and know there's a different path. And maybe it's the programs. Maybe you are going to resell programs to resell programs. There's nothing wrong with that. Our mentor is making a hell of a lot of money reselling a program to resell a program, right? But most of us are not going to make that kind of money reselling a program. So find a different avenue. And you don't have to, when I say find an avenue, I'm not saying search it. I'm not saying search it out. How are we going to do it? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, sorry y'all, I have to tie everything down because it's super windy. What I'm saying is put it in the universe. Put it out there. Pray about it. God, I don't know exactly what you have in store for me, but I know you have something great in store for me. And when you start talking about it and you start praying about it and you start sharing it with people, I'm telling you, it comes back at you. Just like Laura St. John said, whatever you want wants you back. You just have to put it out there and it will connect. Now, it may not be in the way you thought, because I can tell you this. I never in a million years thought that once I left dentistry, I would ever be going back to dentistry. in any capacity. And honestly, I kind of fought it for a bit. I kind of fought it for a bit because it kept getting in my brain, kept getting, like, I think I'm supposed to go back into dentistry with this patches. And I'm like, no. And then it was just kind of like one day I'm like, I'm supposed to do this. So y'all, just put it out there. And I'm telling you, it will come back at you. It will come back at you. Now, that being said, how do you market it? Because I don't market it on here. I talk about it on my lives, right? But I don't put it out there on my social media platform because God knows my algorithm is confused enough as it is right now between my programs, my TikTok shop, and then the last week with all the craziness on just because I put that stupid video out about go vote. I don't know if y'all saw that. But all I was saying is just go vote, right? And then suddenly it was like all these comments about, well, anyway, I don't want to say it just because I don't want to start attracting that to my life. But I'm just saying it kind of took on a life of its own. And my algorithm is confused. Let's just put it that way. So I don't want to confuse it more by putting out LifeWave. So what I'm doing is I'm actually using my Facebook, my personal Facebook, as my LifeWave like platform, right? To be able to go out there and market on social media. Now, Facebook to me is new. I'm not great with Facebook because Facebook likes personal stuff too, and they don't want you just marketing. They want you to, put stuff out there, and it's like I'm not good at that. Y'all know me. I'm not good at the social media thing. Hey, Angie, are you feeling better today? I hope you're feeling better. I wish that you were close by because I'd be putting a patch on you right now, girl. I'd be putting a patch on that back. Not much better. You know what? Hey, you know what? I'm going to message you after this, and I'm going to send you some. I'm going to send you some to try. It's going to take a couple of days to get to you, but I'm going to send you some because I know they will help you. And I just ordered they have these patches. They have one that's called LifeWave that's supposed to be for immediate. I've never actually used it myself, but it's supposed to be for immediate pain relief. And they swear, like, if you can tell exactly where your pain's coming from and you put that patch on it, it's supposed to take it away almost immediately. So now I'm not sure exactly what that means as far as like how long, because it sounds like you got some major stuff happening. And I know you said you were working with a chiropractor, but it can't hurt, right? And it's not medicated. It's not medication or anything. It's just it's reflecting your wavelengths of light back into your body in order to change the wavelength to create more copper peptide to get those master cells generated. It's actually these. Oh, I didn't flip it. I'm just, y'all, I told y'all that I don't like rules. I don't like rules. It's these. These are the ones that are getting regenerated. Y'all know about these, right? These are the ones that they inject out of in your blood. They spit them out and they would inject it back into you. But now, patches. I'm not supposed to do that. Yeah, I love chiropractors. I mean, I hope they can get you better. I hope they can get you better. That sucks. I hate back pain, tooth pain, ear pain. I think those are the worst pains. I really do. Really do. So anyway, guys, there's lots of ways you can earn, but the point is you got to start. You got to get started. Don't put it off. Just keep plugging away. Keep doing it. Just get out and start. It's uncomfortable, right? It's hard. It's hard doing something new. None of us like doing something new. But you know what's worse is staying in the same situation and being in the same exact spot 1 year from now. That would be much worse. So just get out there, start, do something new, whatever it is that you choose. I'm just here to share with you what I've found, what's worked for me. And again, for me, the program is where I started. It was never, for me, I was never going to stay there. It was never something, and I still promote the program. I'm not saying I don't promote it. I'm just saying that it was just, for me, thank you, Zen. I love those little jack-o'-lanterns. I think they're so cool. Hey, I'm telling you, Zen, I don't know where you found, if that was an effect or what that was that you had. That was so cool. That was so cool. Oh my gosh. It's a tricycle? A tricycle? So anyway, but yeah, for me, the program was where I was starting. It was where I was going to start. I just didn't know how long I was going to be there. And then it just all started evolving. It just started evolving, y'all. It looked like it was fun. It looked like it was so fun. I love it. Oh gosh, y'all, if y'all haven't seen Zen's videos, go watch them. She did some Halloween ones with, yeah, I got that. It is a now I get you. Yes, it's like a tricycle. It's like it gets you started. It kind of gets you on your feet, gets you going. And then once you get kind of up and going, then you just take off and you go. You just take off and go. And whatever that means. There are, like Angie. Angie went to a different program. She got involved in some different things. There's a lot of people who do that. They start with the legacy program and then they move into other things. The legacy program is probably the best beginner-friendly business out there. If you're talking about an online business opportunity, the Legacy Builder program is the best out there because it comes with great trainings. I mean, you're being trained by a millionaire mentor, number one, and you get her for free. She trains every day. You get her, right? So, I mean, you're not going to get that anywhere else. And then we get trained by the other six-figures and multi-six-figure mentors in our community. So, I mean, the trainings that you get are invaluable. So the program is amazing. But I like that analogy. It's a tricycle. I like that. And you don't just, and I guess that's what people are so funny because it's like if they struggle a little bit, they just want to quit. Oh, that's funny. Oh, love it. Coffee magic. That's great. Thank you so much. But I don't know. I forgot what I was saying. The coffee threw me off. I was like, because I thought it was coming from the side for a second. Then I realized that it was I love it. I haven't seen that one before. I'm definitely going to try it. Oh, so anyway, but yes, the Legacy program is a great beginner-friendly program to kind of get you started. I mean, it's no different from what I usually tell people. Like when you're little, when you're young, you learn from your parents. That's who you are around. That's who you learn from. That doesn't mean you're going to learn from your parents your whole life, right? I mean, you're going to learn from other people also. So then you get older and you go to school and maybe you start, learning from a teacher or another classmate as you get older, and then you get into college, it's a college professor, or maybe it's a coach, and then you start working and you're in the workforce, and maybe it's a boss or another coworker that becomes your mentor. So it's like, because you purchase a program, it doesn't mean that's the only way or the only thing or the only person you're ever going to learn from. I mean, that's just not true. It's not life. It's just not real. Now, that being said, you don't go and spit on the person who helped you, right? And unfortunately, a lot of that was happening there for a while. And you don't do that. That's not cool. That's just not cool. So anyway, but a lot of different ways you can learn to earn. And you just got to start. If you don't start, you're never going to get there. If you don't start, you're never going to reach your goals. I mean, you're just not. And write them down. That's the biggest thing. Write them down. Do I have mine here somewhere? I don't know. I'm displaced today, y'all, because I was saying earlier that my little clip-on light, that's why I'm so dark today. My clip-on light stopped working yesterday afternoon. Oh, thank you, Texas Titan. gosh, and you're from Texas and everything, and you're going to be ugly? Wow, that sucks. I'm from Texas. I wouldn't be that way to you. Most people in Texas are pretty nice. But anyway, my light stopped working yesterday, so I don't have it. And so I decided I was going to move downstairs, but it wasn't bright enough in my house. So I came out here thinking it would be brighter, but it's a little bit sunnier now, but it is not a very bright day today. So, oh, please, Texas Titan. Thanks, Patty, for the follow. Rude. I know, these bug me too, but I mean, it's not like I'm going to go onto somebody's live and tell them that. That's so rude. Rude. Oh, it's got to be a woman, right? I don't know, who knows? I don't know. Lately, men have been rude to me, so. Passive income is what we're talking about today. How to earn passive income. There's lots of different ways, and you can do it online. You can do it at home. It doesn't take a lot of time. You just have to start. You just know that it's not easy. It's simple. It's not easy. I got new glasses coming. I haven't had a new pair for 4 years. Oh, Angie, it's time. It is time. Thank you. About Town Apparel from Winchester, Tennessee. Thank you. I appreciate you. See, Tennessee's being nice to me, and I even live in Texas. Texas, Titan. Gosh. I hope you're not from my area, because you sound like you might be if you're in Texas, Titan. Are you a Texans fan? Texans football fan? Yes. I mean, people can be just nice to each other just because. Just because you can be. I agree. Anytime I've ever run into someone from Tennessee or been in Tennessee, they're always super nice. It's a really pretty state, too. I agree. So, does anybody have questions about, like, what I'm talking about? Do y'all want to talk about TikTok Shop more? Because, like I was saying, my friend Megan and I, on Thursday, we are going to be doing a live together where we're sharing our experiences. She got started with TikTok Shop probably maybe 3 weeks before me, something like that. And so we're going to share our experiences with TikTok Shop. And that's going to be on Thursday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Exactly, Angie. You really don't know. You really don't know what people are going through. Yes, then. That'll be on Thursday. Patty. Okay, so TikTok Shop. Are you an affiliate already, Patty? Are you wanting to be an affiliate? So what I would suggest is just like what you hear. And maybe it's because I'm not looking for it as much now. But I don't feel like I see it as much. Are y'all seeing it as much where people are talking about engaging the whole, like, go down the whole, whatever side it is, the left side, right side, and do the whole like, share, repost, comment, blah, 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 blah. So you're not in yet. Okay. So engagement is key. That's the biggest thing, is engagement. Patty, if you're wanting in TikTok Shop, I'm going to give you 2 people to go follow. Number 1 is Randy Hedge. He's here on TikTok. Randy Hedge, it's HEDGE .wealth mindset. You shop a lot. So, and that's a big deal too. They want you to shop with TikTok Shop. So that's a big deal. So if you're doing that, that's a good thing. But go follow Randy Hedge, Wealth Mindset, and Brandon Larson, and his handle is The Narrow Road Family 1. The Narrow Road Family 1. And he's here on TikTok Shop, or TikTok also. So these 2 guys are TikTok Shop star creators. So they are like, they're at the top. They make a lot of money on TikTok Shop. They go live every day. Randy is every morning around 6:30-ish Central Time. And his lives are amazing. Lots of value. You will learn a lot. There is, if you are interested in his course, he does have a course that I purchased. You can go check out in my Stand store. There's like a little sneak peek, and you can go watch it. You don't have to have a course in order to do TikTok Shop, but I'm telling you, I know it got me there faster. I know it's helped me faster. So, but the biggest thing with TikTok Shop is engagement. If you want to engage. Do all the things. It's not just about helping like on lives. Tap lives. Tap. Engage. Ask questions. Make comments. TikTok's auditing y'all. They know what we're doing. And I say it that way, not in a way of like they are invading our privacy. That's not what I'm talking about. They're doing it in a way of they want to know what people are doing so that they can make the app better and improve for them, because they want to make money. Their whole purpose is for them is to make money, right? And the way that they make money is to keep people on the app as long as possible. They encourage us to go live for an hour and a half because they want people on as long as possible. So engaging is key. Now, Randy's lives are crazy good. They are crazy good. So much value. And then he'll bring people up. Like, I want to be him one day, right? And he's just this cowboy guy. Like, he's just a regular guy. And y'all, he's already a multimillionaire. He didn't make his money on TikTok Shop. He makes a lot of money on TikTok Shop. But he is already a millionaire. Like, he doesn't need TikTok Shop. He does it because he sees the potential of it. He knows it's passive income for his future. When he retires, like, who wants to retire and not work anymore but live on a fixed income? Nobody wants to do that. That's why you want to have some type of income coming in. And by posting all of these shoppable videos, that's what you're doing. You're creating your future. That's your future income. So thank you for the follow. Thank you. And for the love. Thank you, guys. So Randy Hedge and then Brandon Larson. He is the Narrow Road Family One. And Brandon is a young guy who is, he's made over $1 million on TikTok. You know, he's on TikTok Shop. He like knows his stuff when it comes to TikTok Shop. And he goes live every day also. He, like this morning, he went on live with Randy for a little bit. And then he does his shoppable lives in the mornings, and then around noon time is when he goes live, and he gives value, and his lives are different because what he'll do is he'll actually audit your videos. Like, he'll look at them and say, you know, you're kind of weak here, you need to get better here, maybe try doing this. So he does audits of your account and stuff. So I mean, both of these guys are super big into TikTok Shop and making a lot of money. And like I said, they're star creators. So what star creators mean is that they actually have like TikTok Shop corporate, I guess is what you call them. I don't know if it's Vegas. It's either LA or Las Vegas. I don't know. But they have their own person, their own executive in TikTok Shop that they meet with regularly. Number one, so that, again, TikTok wants to get better. They want to improve. That's why when people say, like, they act like TikTok Shop's not a big deal, y'all, you don't understand. They just collaborated with Amazon. Y'all realize that, right? You've seen the ads, right? You've seen the ads on Amazon where, like, I got offered to be an Amazon affiliate here on TikTok. Not on Amazon, here on TikTok. So they're collaborating together. TikTok Shop's not going anywhere. It's only going to be getting bigger, right? Get in now. Get in now. Yes, About Town Apparel. Randy Hedge, HEDGE .wealth mindset. And there's a lot of fake ones out there. There's a lot of fake ones, but he is Randy Hedge .wealth mindset. And Brandon Larson, he is the Narrow Road Family One. The Narrow Road Family One. They are up in my Stand store too. If you want to look at the, if you just want to look at it to get their names. Because I purchased their TikTok Shop course. You don't have to have a course. I got the course because I wanted to get in as soon as possible. And once I got in, I wanted to know exactly what I needed to be doing. And I like having a reference point. And if I have a course, then I know I can always refer back to it. you can always go into lives and you can like just listen and get your information and take notes, because I do that too. But the only downfall to that is you have to catch it at the right time. The other thing too is Randy has, it's called Wealth Builder Wednesday, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Wealth Builder Wednesdays, and it's a community, right? It's a whole community. Like it's crazy. There's again so much value with him. And on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, all you have to do is just go into his stand store and apply for it. It's free. And he'll send you the link, and then all you got to do is log in. And the only catch is you got to have your camera on. He doesn't want any scammers or any bots or anything like that. He wants to know that you are real people who are wanting the value that he has to offer. That's the only thing. When you go into that Zoom meeting, you got to have your camera on. But you will learn so much. Like tomorrow, it's going to be Nick. Because the whole community, these people are amazing. So he's going to have a guy named Nick. He's called Win with Nick here on TikTok, and he's going to be sharing his testimony, how he has gotten his count has grown so much. It's crazy because Nick's like a corporate guy. Like he's an executive. He's young. He's a younger guy. I don't know how old he is. He's not young. He's not as young as Brandon, I don't think, but he's still pretty young. And he's a corporate guy. Like he's up here, guys. He does not need to do TikTok shop. It's just they see the value of it. They see the value of it being passive income. So in their future. So this guy started because his son, he started on TikTok, just TikTok in general. He didn't have an account. His son is a gamer, and I don't know what it's called. Yes, then it is very smart. It's very smart investments, absolutely. I don't know what it's called. When you game and you stream your live stream when you game. I don't know. I'm not a gamer, but apparently it's a thing. And I think he's like a teenager, maybe 17, 18. I don't know. So Nick was trying to get his son to start doing that. And his son said, but I have to have 5,000 followers in order to do that. And his son didn't want to take the time to have to grow his following. So Nick did it for him. So Nick did it. He liked to prove to his son, like, I can do that. Like, you can surely do it because I can do that. So he did. He grew his following and got his son out there, so he could do that. So it kind of got him like the interest, like, hey, maybe I'll grow my own account. So he decided to start his own account. And then he saw about TikTok, TikTok shop, and he decided to give it a try. But he was embarrassed because he didn't want his coworkers to know what he was doing. He certainly didn't want like his bosses to know what he was doing. But he decided he was going to do a video, and I can't remember what it was. It was something that he had already purchased, and he did a video. Because if you ask for a free sample and you get a free sample, then you are obligated within a certain amount of days to put a video out as a review, and it has to be out there for a certain amount of time. Well, he did that, but he said he was so uncomfortable with it. He didn't like it. He hated how it made him feel. He was embarrassed. He didn't want anybody seeing it. So he said he left it out there for, the amount of time he needed to, and he took it down. And then it was like 6 or 7 months later, he comes across Randy Hedge. Again, this is who I'm talking about, Randy Hedge. He came across his live, and he hears this cowboy guy talking about how he made no money the first month, and then he made like $40 the second month, and then 6 months later, he was killing it in 6 months. But Nick said when he saw that, and Randy doesn't just talk about it, y'all. He flips his phone around and he shows it to you. He shows you, like during his live, he'll say, okay, I've made, $26 so far today. And then an hour later, he'll be like, let's see where we are now. Oh, we're at $60. So, I've made this much money in an hour doing absolutely nothing. Okay, that's what they see, the potential of doing absolutely nothing and making money. And he'll flip the phone around and he'll show you, here's how much I made this month so far. Here's how much I made yesterday. That's why I love him, because he's very transparent. There's no gatekeeping at all. So, but yeah, so whenever Nick saw him talking about this and showing how much money he had made, and realizing, like, here's how he says it: if I hadn't given up, then I could already be there. So that's when he decided, like, screw what people think, screw that. I'm doing this, I'm doing it. And so that's what he does, and he's become very successful. So these are people who don't need it. They're doing it because they see the value in it. They see where it's going to get them, right? Now, that being said, there's a lot of people who need it, right? It's not like I'm saying don't do this if you need it. I'm just saying it's not something that's going to happen immediately. It may, but more than likely it's going to take some time to build up, because really anything does, right? Anything takes a little time to get going. And it all depends on how much effort you put into it, how much time you put into it, how many videos you actually put out, if you actually go live or not. I haven't gone live yet. I haven't done it yet. Mostly just because I'm still trying to figure out the video thing, because I thought it would be easy. I thought creating the shoppable videos was going to be a piece of cake for me, because I already do videos. I do videos all the time. I do videos every day. I can do a video, and I can do a video right now in front of y'all. Not edit it, that takes a few minutes. But I'm just saying, creating a video for my programs, that's easy. A shoppable video is a whole different thing, y'all. It's a whole different thing. And you just have to know that. Like, you just have to know that, it's going to be a little different. It's going to take a little time. You're going to have to learn. It's a learning curve, just like anything else is a learning curve. TikTok can be frustrating. What do I mean by that? Okay, so I actually wrote it down. I wrote down all my, which I just got to remember which notebook I put it in. I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe I left it upstairs. But anyway, so some of the things that are frustrating is, like, I had already been using it's a protein powder. I'll just tell y'all, it's a protein powder. I'm not going to give you the brand name, but it was a protein powder. You know how they have them in all different flavors, right? So I had put in just to add to showcase. Like, I wasn't, so many sales today, and to think you were just wasting your day. I don't know what that means. I'm sure that was supposed to hurt, but I don't understand it. So you know how there's different kinds of flavors of proteins? Well, I was just wanting to add it to my showcase. I wasn't asking for, like, a free sample or anything like that, or to purchase it. I just wanted to add it to my showcase because I already had it. I'd already bought it. I had bought 2 flavors, and I wanted to add them both. Well, I got approved for one flavor, but I didn't get approved for the other flavor. So I'm like, I don't understand. How come I didn't? And just to put it in my showcase, right? So I'm like, I don't understand why you approved me for this one, but not for that one. And they said, oh, that's probably, it's probably something that it was a mistake. This is what the brand said. It was a mistake, but you got to get it right with TikTok first. Like, you got to go through TikTok to get that cleared. So I go to them, and I'm like, and I'm not a patient person, right? Like, I just want to let me talk to somebody so I can get this figured out. This is just frustrating, right? So I'm like, explaining the whole situation, and they're like, well, you need to get approval from the brand. I said, I already did. I told you, like, they've already said it was okay. And they're like, well, we need to see screenshots. So then I do all that, and I send them the screenshots, and then they're like, well, we don't quite know what happened, and usually the brand is the one. So then I go back to the brand, and I tell the brand, like, hey, and I show them the screenshots of what TikTok said. And so basically it just didn't get resolved, because the brand said, well, we've never had this problem. We've only had this happen one other time, and it was TikTok had to get that resolved, and blah, blah, blah. So I just kind of gave up on it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It's a protein powder. It's not that big of a deal. Even though I use it every freaking day, and I would love to be able to promote that, it's not a big deal, but it's just stuff like that. It can be frustrating. Because anything in life is frustrating, right? anything that is going to get you to the next level can be frustrating. You just can't quit. You just got to either, like me, I just had to say, fine, I can't promote that flavor. I'll just have to stick with this flavor, which unfortunately is not my most favorite flavor. But what do? So you just go with it. So I guess that's what I'm talking about. Thank you for the follow, Karen. Is that it can be very frustrating. And then, of course, we all know the algorithm. You know, the algorithm is super frustrating. And then sometimes I forget to connect the little... let me see what time it is. Get to connect the little... let me see what time it is. Get to connect the little... let me see what time it is. I've been on. It cannot be 9:23. My other phone is obviously got the wrong time. So, but anyway, thanks for the follow, Christopher. Do you guys have questions? Anything that you guys want to know about? Basically, today I was just talking about ways to earn, passive income. Get started. That's my biggest message. Get started. Get started now. Whatever you decide to do, whichever direction you decide you want to go, get started now. Now, if you're someone and you want to know what I do, go to my Stand Store, tap my face, make sure you're following me. There's a link where it says Stand Store. There's a link. Just tap that link and it takes you in. It'll show you everything. So, Christopher, go up here and tap into my profile. There's a Stand Store and it's going to show you about my programs that I promote. That's where I started, y'all. And that's what I was saying earlier. And I don't know when you came in, but I started with a program, and that's what has taught me kind of how to branch out and do other things. You don't have to do that. You don't have to have a program. It's just, for me, that's what worked. The other thing is the TikTok shop. I'm affiliate with a TikTok shop. I will talk to people about that every single day because I believe in it 100%. Yes. Is it easy? It's very simple, but it's not easy. You have to have grit, just like you hear all about. You got to have grit. You got to be willing to keep going. But it's absolutely doable. Yeah, I don't understand that, Zen. I don't understand why you've had so much trouble with that. Have you thought about maybe asking like Nicole or somebody like that in our community to see if they can look at it for you? I don't know if they would do that. I have a lady I can message you about that. I need to start writing this down. I have a lady who I met through Randy. Randy Hedge. Go follow him. Randy Hedge, Wealth Mindset. I'm going to message you her information. I was going to message you about something else then. Oh, she said she couldn't help. Anyway, I'll talk to you about that privately. Angie, I need to send her patches. Was I messaging you, Zen, for patches, also the affiliate? That's right. That screenshot. I'll send you that. Okay. Because otherwise I won't forget. Oh, you're welcome. So, okay, Christopher. So up in my Stand Store, you're going to see about the program. Again, you don't have to have a program. For me, it's what helped kind of get me going. It helped get me started. Then I also promote through TikTok Shop. Like I do the TikTok Shop affiliate. There's a course up there. It's called Learn and Earn TikTok Shop Made Simple. And it was created by Randy Hedge and Brandon Larson. They created this program together because they saw the need to, because you don't have to have it. Again, you don't have to have a course to do TikTok Shop. but it's going to get you there faster. No different than anything else. Like if you go to the gym, you're going to lose weight faster than if you try to do it at home by yourself. If you hire a trainer, you're going to get there even faster because you got someone kicking your butt to get out of bed every day or to eat better or whatever. You're going to get there faster. So a course is just kind of the same thing. Yeah, I just seen that it's kind of expensive, huh? So it depends. I mean, like the course, is that what you're talking about? The TikTok shop course is $397. It's $400. The beauty of the course, other than it's going to help get you there faster, is that, and it comes with the community because you're going to get the wealth mindset community. But then you also have a 63, I think it's like a 63% affiliate with them. Like, so if you resell the course, you actually get $250 and then Randy gets the rest. So if you resell, yes, Jeffrey, yes, he is. So if you purchase the course for $397 and you resell it one time, you're going to make $250. You already made most of your money back. So there is that also. But don't buy it just because of that. Don't buy it just because you want to resell it, because it does, I mean, don't do it for that reason. Do it because you actually want the information. And then once you have the information and you see how valuable it is, then that's when you'll be able to resell it to other people, because they're going to see that it actually really works. So, and then also the LifeWave. Thank you, Zen. Thank you. The LifeWave patches, which is what I have on right now. LifeWave, I'm an affiliate. Well, it's an MLM. The LifeWave is a company. It's a technology, a wearable light technology company. It's not, there's no chemicals, there's no stimulants, there's no caffeine, nothing like that going in your body. It's simply reflecting your light back into your body, changing the wavelengths in order to kind of reproduce the copper peptides to target those master cells, which are these cells that they don't like us to use the word, in order to make more of those master cells, in order to target those parts of your body that are needing it the most, whatever it is that you need. Maybe you're somebody who's needing more energy. Maybe you're somebody who's having some pain. Maybe you have inflammation. Maybe you're having like brain fog. Maybe you are that person from the virus years ago that never got their taste or their smell back. It will help with that also. One of my friends, she actually, I think she said it was after like 2 months of wearing the patches, she finally, and this was just, that was in 2020. This would have been in like 22, 23. She started using the patch. She still hadn't, at that point, she still had not gotten her taste or her smell back from having the virus. And she said in like 3 months, 3 months, she had her taste and her, she could smell again. So it's crazy. I'm telling you, all it's doing is generating your cells in order to help your own body repair itself, because that's how God made us. He made us to repair ourselves. And these are just kind of helping boost it along, right? Okay, so I have no clue what time it is, y'all. I'm going to need to hop off because my other phone is saying it's 9:30. I know it's not 9:30. I know we're in the afternoon, if nothing else. So, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we're going to talk again. And then don't forget, on Thursday, my friend Megan's going to be here, and we're going to be talking TikTok shop, sharing stories on, because she's been in it. She's been an affiliate for a little bit longer than I have, and I haven't really talked to her to see like if she's had the same things as me, like same ideas, same struggles, same successes. Like I have no idea. So I look forward to talking with her, and we'll share with you also. You can always ask questions. If y'all want to talk with me off here, just send me a message. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. I'm here for y'all. Thanks for letting me hang out with you for a little bit today, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Go enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.